Nice little walk around Ellis Lake. I didn't think to shoot it until we started over on that side over there, across from Carl's Jr.'s, and I just thought we'd go ahead and walk this and film it. Is there some good duck shit in there, Katie? Yeah? Well, good, eat up. Yeah? Should have had you put an avocado out. Yeah. 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 The light ripples today. Be the perfect day for them to have the boat races here like they used to. That's how you want it if you're racing on water, just barely any ripples, folks. Not glass, but barely a couple of ripples like that. You use them to kind of steer you. That's I don't know what that is. Well, right now I'm recording live, so I can't do a selfie, but we're on there now. Stop. Slow down, they got their kid up there. They got our kid back here. I know when you see kids you think pets automatically, but a lot of people are bigots because what you look like the most is your quarter pit bull. Another good reason Queen Elizabeth, that piece of shit old bag, is dead. Hating pit bulls. Even got Sir Patrick Stewart talking shit about her once. We got a Canadian goose up here ready to attack at any minute. Ready to attack at any minute. Right there. For the menaces of geese. They are menacing. Good evening. Oh look, some more Katie. More menacing geese.
Babies.
Huh.
They have babies.
Yeah. Come on.
They have babies.
Look at all that debris. Look, we got our own plastic and garbage island, like in the ocean, except this bank of Ellis Lake. Can't believe John Nicoletti, who's now lost, or at least been part of people missing $50 million, that's got the auditors breathing down our neck for this homeless problem around here, stood in the way just to try to run against Charlie Matthews as far as getting the lake cleared up. I mean, Charlie Matthews, that's your Yuba Water Agency director at large for the North, and Dale Whitmore, ex-Marysville City Councilman, their own money, was trying to take this and bring it from the river water, and Nicoletti's probably stood in the way of that as his position on the Levy Commission district for a while now, and took money from Cal Water during the campaign to keep this full of nitrate water. The well water we use to fill this, folks, as soon as we clean this up, they've spent millions trying to clean this up, and pretty much as soon as they turn on the well water full of nitrates, it goes right back to being dirty. They turned it into a giant fish aquarium, killed a bunch of ducks and fish, poisoning it. They're now trying to kill the carp, but it's all just pissing money away because Nicoletti is a petty little man who hopefully we see go to prison eventually. I hope somebody runs against him for Levy Commission. And just so you know, him and Tip Belza both plan on running at the direction of Crystal Martin against Charlie. And, you know, they're probably going to say it's his age, but I encourage those of you who don't pay attention to politics to give Charlie a call. You know, he's putting his number out there on a couple of mailers like John Messick started, and talk to him about water. As long as his mind still works for water, who cares if his knees and stuff like that are failing? I'd like to see any of us living into our 60s and 70s, let alone 80s, working 18-hour days, you know, farming and water boards his whole life and all this stuff, and not be a little bit worn out physically any day of the week. Charlie's better than most of these brain dead fucktards around here, and they want to get rid of Seth Furr too. I hear they plan on running Mary Jane, who you know, she's a smart gal, but been palling around with Governor Newsom. She is responsible for getting OPUD the contract for the new development on the outskirts of Wheatland and that bypass, and that's good, but you know, she rammed that down our throats just like the casino. You see all the sidewalks and the roundabouts and stuff like that are by her and her family's businesses, so you know, at least she puts her family first. Hopefully you guys are related to her, but they plan on running her and disgraced one-term supervisor Doug Lofton against Seth, because many of you may not know this, but Seth owns Nickel Tax Service, which, if you haven't done your taxes yet, he's about half the price of H&R Block or Jackson Hewitt. And he also passed the bar in addition to being a CPA. And you know, folks, we got Governor Newsom breathing down our necks as the Colorado River system fails. And you know, for years Charlie has been a big proponent on changing the culture of that agency, Yuba Water Agency, which he's done. But you know, he's also worried about this trust fund that these trust fund kids have set up of nearly $1 billion now, and it not being spent on a major water project, and that if we have too much in reserves, it's going to make Newsom come after our water and what we've got even quicker with the Colorado River system failing. And Charlie said that long before the fate of Hoover Dam and the Colorado River system was where it's at today. So something to look out for. I'm not going to be here forever, folks. I'm about giving up on, well, we've reached the point where many times over the years I've been given opportunity to sell you guys out over and over again, and I've never done it. And pretty much always given the people who tried to get me to do it a good thumping or limited cooperation to get things done here that needed done. But I don't want my soul tainted by selling out mankind to protect my own family. And when I was long-term single and bachelor, that wasn't a problem, but I've got to move to a place where people go to community meetings and take part and at least turn out to vote in bigger numbers. You know, people who actually care about the community. Because, you know, there's two things I worry about: getting back on methamphetamine and poisoning people in the numbers I once did. And at this point in my life, selling you guys out to save my own family. So if I surround myself with like-minded people willing to fight and take part in the community, I'll probably die a free man instead of live a well-off slave under either some version of our current government oligarchy at large, or maybe foreign invaders. Who knows what's going to happen, but I'd much rather die a patriot and a free man than to basically sell everybody out. So anyway, here's an old pump. This used to bring water in from the river to Ellis Lake. Of course, it's much smaller now. It's pretty unique how they used to do all this. Here's a flywheel. I'd imagine a big belt was around that before. And this must have been the generator that it took to run it. That's the electric motor. And I believe a belt would have been strung from here to this flywheel up here, running this turbine pump. Of course, the ducks have shit all over it. That angle. Probably a little pump, barely a quarter the size of this, could do twice the power now at least. All right, coming through the jungle of clover. Nice houses here. Unique architecture. It's part of living in downtown. Here's a boat launch. Sometimes I've seen people go out there in wooden rowboats. She's trailblazing. She's a border collie. She's trying to hurt us the way she wants to go. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna stay and finish some things that I've started. But you know, if you're still listening this far in, it'd be a good idea for you to try to get Councilman Gillicrest to run for supervisor here in Marysville. You know, Don's done a better job than Nicoletti. Probably a better job than even, you know, Leahy. He's definitely on a lot of boards. But let's walk up this way, ladies. But basically, you know, you could do worse, but we could do a lot better. Alright, folks, well, we got a goose roadblock up here. Hope you enjoyed the halfway walk around Ellis Lake. God bless you. Got some planned videos coming up, but just haven't really felt like doing much. Okay. Have a good night. Oh, hold on. There's a duck fight. Here's a goose fight. I think they're trying to mate. This is a riot, a goose riot, folks. You saw it here first. The goose riot has ended. It's been broken up. I didn't even have to unleash the dog. All right, folks. God bless. Have a good night.